How do everyone, and welcome back to Royville in 4-Color. My name is Stefan, and once again, I have another haul video for you. These are books that I picked up. They are new, so if you're interested, let's just get into them. First one I picked up. Now, I don't think the last one I did, I thought they were kind of in alphabetical order. I don't think these are in alphabetical order, so just so you're aware. First one I picked up is The Punisher, #1. This is by Benjamin Percy. He also did the Punisher Red Band. Just so you're aware, I started to read this one. If you have not finished Punisher Red Band, and if you are interested in that as well, this is a direct sequel, just so you've been warned. All right, once again, I have a small table, so I'm going to be probably doing this a lot. Sorry. All right, the next one is Hyde Street, #10. Really like this series. I am behind on it. It is about a group of almost kind of like demonic entities on Hyde Street that basically go through and punish the people that need to be punished. And it is definitely a horror book. So it is by Jeff Johns, the writer, and it is part of their Ghost Machine imprint. And yes, definitely like Hyde Street. Need to get caught up on that. The next book I have is Justice League Unlimited 16. Very interesting cover. I'm not sure if that is supposed to be the Joker. The Terrific 10, Part 5. Hungry No More. I highly doubt that's the Joker. But very, very interesting. Superman Blue is in his teeth. So not sure what that is about. Oh, actually, looks like Superman Blue and maybe Batman Beyond. Not sure. All right. Probably my favorite Spider-Man book right now, which is really odd because it's not Spider-Man, or Amazing Spider-Man, I mean, but Spider-Man and Wolverine. I know that this series, #10. I know this series is ending soon. It might be ending on 10. I'm not exactly sure. But this is by Guggenheim, and it has just been a very fun, action-packed romp for Spider-Man and Wolverine, and I really enjoy it. I recommend it to pick it up. At this point, probably in a trade for you, but yeah. And if this is the last issue, it looks like there's gonna be maybe some no holds barred fighting, because there is a lot of villains on this cover. So yeah. Next one I got is Supernatural, #5, I think. And I like the first 2 issues. It's set, I think, between seasons 1 and 2 of the show. I can't remember who the writer is, and it's not on the cover. So it didn't blow me away. It might be to me, it seemed like it was kind of a fun episode of the show. So maybe as it goes on, it will kind of tick up in excitement or thrill or stakes. But really, if it's between episode or seasons 1 and 2, how big can the stakes really get? But it is a fun read. Supernatural #5. All right. Superman 35, I think. Yep, Superman 35, The End is Nigh. I really like the Doomsday becoming the Time Trapper. I think that was a fun idea. This is by Joshua Williamson as the writer, and they did the Summer of Superman. And I am really loving Action Comics and the Superman titles right now. I think they are some of the best Superman that we have gotten in quite a while. Strong recommend from me. And it is still a DCKO tie-in. All right. The Mortal Thor. And this one is #7. Still, it looks like we're getting Alice Ross covers. Amazing covers there. This is by Al Ewing. I'm not exactly sure where this is really going. I saw on some interview that he had like a 3 series idea. So like the first one was Immortal Thor. This is Mortal Thor. And I don't know, maybe the next one's Baby Thor. Not exactly sure, but I'll always get a Thor comic. It's one of my flaws there. All right, excuse me a second. Not product placement. All right, there we go. All right, so next one I got is Iron Man #2. The first one was pretty good. It didn't knock it out of the park for me. This is Joshua Williamson, and literally I only got it because I really liked his Superman run, or his Superman run. It's still going, so it's really weird. Is he doing a book for DC and Marvel at the same time? Can they do that? Let me know in the comments. But it didn't knock me out of the park. It was a fun read, and it seemed like I was interested in where it was going. But it didn't grab me as much as his Superman stuff. Now, granted, I am a big fan of Superman. I have a lot of Superman comics, a lot of trades, a lot of omnibuses, and I don't really read a lot of Iron Man. That could be part of the issue, but no pun intended. But I am continuing with it, at least for the first 5 issues, and we'll see where it goes. All right, that is Iron Man #2. Next one I got is 1106 Detective Comics, and that is an interesting cover. I'm Not Afraid. The Courage That Kills Final by Tom Taylor. So, yeah. Interesting cover. Still a little behind the time. Well, actually, maybe I should get caught up on this one because it looks like he has like a gas mask type thing, and then because it looks like it's, pretty much the mask is full on. I wonder what's going on there. The Courage That Kills, I'm Not Afraid. Is it Scarecrow? Don't know. And here we go. Here, Absolute Wonder Woman, #17. I jumped on it because of Absolute Zatanna. I'm a huge Zatanna fan. However, I've read the first few issues of this series and I really enjoyed it. I have the hardcover trade of like the first 6 issues. If you want me to review it, leave it down here. But yeah, that's a really cool cover. I think that's Giganta, or the Absolute Giganta. That's a really cool cover. So eventually I will get to it. All right. And, well, no, let's leave that one for last because I have another something that would help that. All right. So here is Vampirella #11 by Christopher Priest. I am a fan of Vampirella. Kind of interesting because I kind of got into Vampirella because of my wife. We were at a convention and we liked the covers of the old magazines. So I was like, hey, they're making comics for her now that are like new comics. And so we started to get them. I do like the limited series more than the ongoing, but we'll see. Looks like there's like the devil or whatever. Anyway. All right, this one was a total just like instinct buy. I am a huge fan of Phantom of the Opera, the musical, and I saw this and I was like, really? I didn't even know this was coming out. It is the Universal was the Phantom of the Opera a Universal monster? I know I keep saying it, but if you know, put that down in the comments because I didn't think he was a Universal monster. Because isn't it just like Dracula, Wolfman, the sea monster guy, and the Mummy and Frankenstein. Isn't that like the 5 Universal monsters? I didn't know the Phantom of the Opera was a Universal monster. But I think this is a retelling of the story, and it looks amazing. So yeah, can't wait to dive into that one. Here we go, and you know I'm going to talk about it as much as I can. Here is Conan the Barbarian 29, and I absolutely love that cover. Yeah, Jim Zub, you are the man. And the cover is by my boy, Roberto de la Torre. I love his art. I think his art is amazing on Conan. He actually, at the beginning of this run, the beginning of this comic, he was the main writer, or the main artist, and I absolutely loved it. And when he left the book, I was so sad. But yeah, so can't wait to dig into this one. All right, so that's all of the single comics. Let me move them out of the way here. So now I got some larger editions. So the first one I got is, I'm sorry, it's a little shaky with the camera there because I'm moving the small table around, but here is the Savage Sword of Conan Omni Volume 11. I'm trying to get all of these. I'm basically trying to get everything Conan that is in print. I don't know if that's going to happen because there's a lot, but boy, am I giving it the old college try. All right, and I got the next Omni I got was a Batman one. It is the Volume 2 Batman by James Tynion. I haven't really read any James Tynion Batman. I do like the writer. So, interesting. Who's that? Do you know who that person is at the bottom? Let me know. With the glowing eyes. I thought it was maybe like a Swamp Thing or Poison Ivy, but obviously that's Poison Ivy. So yeah, is that a new villain? Interesting. Let me know if you know. And super excited about this next one. It is a DC Finest collection that just came out. The Demon. I am a big Kirby fan. I love his New God stuff. Haven't really read any of the old Demon stuff, so I am very interested to see if I like it, if it's any good. It is from the years 1972 to 1981. So sorry about that. Little technical difficulties. But like I said, I was born, but I was a little boy. So I am very excited to get into this one. And the last book I have, it's kind of a single issue, but I put it to the side because it's a magazine size. But it is Batman Second Night, because there was a first night. Second Night, Book 3. And I really love these oversized. I really loved Batman First Night. So yeah, I haven't read any of these. I want to get all of them and then read them all together. And I can't wait because I think this is the last one. I'll have to double check on that because the first one was just 3. But also I'm super excited because if you can see the silhouette and this guy here, I'm pretty sure they introduced Superman. So yeah, that will be super exciting. This is set in the heyday of the first couple years of Batman, way back in the 1930s, early 40s. So it's all that kind of style. his original costume with the purple gloves and everything. Yeah, I cannot wait to see what they do with Superman. All right, that being said, remember what your mom always told you. All right? Got to be a Dick. Be a Grayson. Thanks, everybody. Keep reading.